Good morning children. Today we are going to start our new lesson, water, key to life. As we all know, water is very important and essential for our life. Without water can we live? No, not even a living thing. Example, plants, animals, even though human beings, no one can live without water. So water is very important to our life. From where we do get water? In early days, even our fathers and forefathers, in those time we have wells and lakes like that. People just they go to near lakes, ponds, and they must walk through miles and they used to get water through pots and like that. So we are going to study about the sources of water, about different sources of water. In that we have few topics about diggies and wells, valleys, piers, hand pump and piped water. Today let us discuss about these topics. In that first one is diggies and wells. I hope all you have textbook in front of you. In that you have second lesson, first topic is diggies and wells. Here in the right side you can see the image of diggies and here wells also. Okay, I am going to discuss about this topic, diggies. Nothing but diggy, it is a circular or square reservoir with a particular length, means some sort of particular length or in any shape. In the few steps will be there to get into down. People used to get down through these steps and they used to draw water from the diggies. But those water is used to only for drinking purpose, not for any washing or bathing like that. Okay, only this in this diggies water is used for only for drinking purpose. In those days people used to hire. Hire is nothing but they used to keep one person to draw water from these diggies and to serve the people. That person is called meshki or keher. That person is called as meshki or keher. You have in your textbook. Okay, people generally hire a person to draw water from these diggies. That person is called keher and meshki. How these diggies get water? Through canals. When through the canals water will be filled in these diggies. But during summer these diggies will be dried up. At that time the wells are in the use. In early days we can see in every house we have wells. Why wells are digged up? Wells are dug because for the underground water. Okay, you have wells are dug to bring the underground water to the surface. How water is drawn from these wells? As you know, wells you have like this and here you have some wheel like this. By this you can put one bucket like this with the help of bucket and thread you can draw water from the wells from the underground to top. By that you can draw water from the wells. And next topic is valleys. Valleys are also known as step wells. Okay. Here this valleys is also a one type of well structured form. It may be whether rectangle or circle. You can watch here in this you have Razonki valley. Both of these are valleys. These are, we can see these valleys during our ancient times, during the time of emperor rules, dynasties at that time. Okay, even you can search in the internet also these terms, you can get clear videos about this diggies, wells, valleys, all these terms. Okay, valleys all the well structured form of in the form of a square or circle. In that also you have steps on the four side. People used to get down through those steps and they used to get water to up. Even bullock carts also, due to bullock also they used to draw water from the wells to up. Whenever the bullocks move around those wells, the water used to draw up with the help of a big wheel and the buckets. Okay, and here in the valleys, here in this you have second topic. Valleys were structures from which everyone could draw water. From this everyone can draw water, but not for drinking purpose. This ballast water is used for only for washing and bathing. In this, here you have Gandaki Bali, so named because its water has Gandak or sulfur. Okay, in this they have Gandak stone, sulfur stone. Due to that sulfur stone, the water, because we use those water for washing and bathing, right? If we bath with that sulfur stone water, we have many benefits for the skin, hair and nails even too. Okay, and here some of the valleys are in ancient days, all these are present in New Delhi. Some of them are Gandaki Bali and Rajon Ki Bali in the Dargah of Kaki Sahib and a caved valley behind Mahavir Sthal. All these are the names of valleys. And next topic is, here you have pyas. Pyas is nothing but pot, clay pot. Okay. In villages and cities, some charitable organizations or people keep clean drinking water. Even you can see in summer also, near bus stops and in near to railway stations, we can see some people, they used to serve people, those who are thirsty, with the help of pots. They used to serve water during summer season. As we also use clay pots, right, in summer season. Okay. In early days, in every house we can see the clay pots. That clay pot is nothing but called piyav. The water is served free to thirsty travelers. Nowadays, piyav is also available in water tank made of aluminium and plastic. Here you can see all these pictures. Nowadays you can see all these clay pots with taps also, with plastic taps. Due to that, we can drink water, we can use these clay pots in summer. And next topic is hand pump. Hand pump, here turn your page, here you have a little bit small diagram about hand pump. Nowadays you can't see this hand pump. In early days we have this hand pump will work using the pressure theory. Nothing but whenever you use your hands forcibly to this end, one piston will be present here in this. That piston goes down and water will be driven up due to that force. That theory is called as pressure theory, and these hand pumps are used in early days to bring the underground water, to drive water for our daily purposes. And here piped water, this is the last topic. And from water treatment plants, water travels through main pipes flowing into the network of pipes in our towns and cities. All the water flows into our houses. We drink it and use it for other purposes. Piped water, nowadays daily we will get tap water, right, in our homes. From where do we get all those water? We get all this water from the huge pipes which are under the ground, from a big reservoir or a lakes. From those huge pipes we will get all that water is distributed into small pipes, and to every house that water will be reached. All this water will be used for our daily purposes. These are the different sources of water. Okay, till now we have discussed about different sources of water, and the second topic is irrigation sources. In page number 12 you have irrigation sources. Okay, here in monsoon we have monsoon only. Now we are getting a lot of rainfall. Does this rainfall, does it falls in even villages also continuously? No, sometimes may it rain or sometimes it may not. Due to that, and rain is most the important needed to farmers. They need rain a lot and they need water a lot. Due to this this rain, they used to form their agriculture, cultivate their crops like that. Okay, if they don't have water after this monsoon in summer, they don't get water in right manner. At that time they used to have these tube wells, ponds, water tanks and canals. All these are used to store the water and used for agriculture and for the cultivation of crops. In that, first one is tube wells. Tube wells is nothing but, generally you can see before constructing any house, they used to dig one using bore wells, dig one pipe for the underground water. They used to lay down some of the number of pipes to some certain length, and they used to drive water from the underground. In the same way, they used to draw these tube wells in the cultivation of crops also, in agriculture land, so that they will get water in the right time. They use those water for the cultivation of crops. Next, the ponds. Ponds are some certain length of place where the water is stored. This may be man-made or natural. Naturally ponds can be formed due to those lakes water which will be flowed to some other place, there it can be found, or man-made can be. We can dig some sort of length of certain measurement of the place and we can fill it with water, these tube wells, this water, okay, and this water is also used for cultivation. And next, water tanks. Water tanks nowadays you can see in every house on the top floor you will be having water, and due to these tube wells bow water, even we can store this water to the using motors, we can store this water in the water tanks. These water tanks in northern India, that land is very hot and some hills will be present in the cultivation of crops. There they do not have proper length, proper land in a certain length. At the time they use water tanks for the cultivation of their crops. And the soil of plateau is hard and stony, so it is not easy to dig canals or wells in those areas. Okay, in those areas they cannot dig any canals or wells to get the underground water. So they use water tanks for the storage purpose and for the cultivation of crops. And next, in South India we can have our land will be very in the smooth and the soily, so that we can have canals for a proper length and to a longer length also. Whenever during summer also, whenever the reservoirs they leaves them some plenty of water, that water will be used for the cultivation of crops. And next, canals. Canals, it may be, here you can see the canals there, these canals will be used for the across the lands cultivation of crops and even in the agriculture. And you can see these canals in the southern India, in the state of Kerala, like that they use this water on this water they used to move their boats to travel from one place to another. But here even in our state and in AP also we too have these canals. Even in Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh and Andhra Pradesh, about half of the crops receive water through canals. Here we can dig canals, wells, everything, because our land is very smooth and we can flow the water to cultivate the crops. And these are the topics in the irrigation sources: tube wells, ponds, water tanks and canals. Once again, I hope you read this lesson one more time and try to fill these blanks and match the following with pencil. Once again, read this lesson. Thank you.